Hello everyone, welcome to Kalpa Kendra Tarot. Today I'm going to do a very interesting reading on the topic what will happen the next time you see or interact with them. This reading is in response to the collective energy where I'm feeling a lot of people are either in separation, like people who are especially who are experiencing soul connection, divine connection, and generally people who are dealing with separation, they obviously will be able to resonate with it. And the collective energy is such where a lot of people are experiencing very intense, having to deal with very intense ascension energy. The 666 portal is open, which opened on 6th of June 2022. Like if you put together 222, then it also comes down to 6. So the 666 portal opened in June 2000, yeah, June 6th of June 2022, and it's gonna be open, and like the effect is going to continue till I think 24th June. It makes sense because 2 plus 4 is again 6. So that portal has opened a very a gateway to very intense ascension energy for a lot of people on their spiritual path. And especially people who are in divine connection, if you resonate with the label of twin flames, then second wave twin flames are currently in separation where soul merging is happening. And the energy, the yin yang energy, the divine masculine and divine feminine energy is getting balanced. Divine masculine are facing a lot of tower moments. And in the third wave, a lot of twin flames who resonate with the third wave definition of twin flames, they, like third wave categorization, they are also going into separation increasingly. So that being the case, I felt called to do this reading in response to the collective energy. But there is something I want to say regarding watching videos to check on your counterpart, or check on other people. Okay, I have a tarot platform, and obviously doing these readings uh, will give me the opportunity to talk to certain people going through this. That is great. But know this, that it is my responsibility to share with you the fact that once you raise your vibration, and once the level of your consciousness rises, as you level up, basically you are not going to feel called to watch readings on other people, be it your counterpart, be it a friend. These energies will stop bothering you because the stage of surrender will kick in. You will start surrendering to the divine, and you would stop resonating with a particular outcome. Like it won't, your understanding of highest good will evolve to the point where you are able to you place your trust in the creator as the driver of this creation. And you will come to a stage where it won't matter to you whether a particular situation or a particular outcome unfolds in a certain way. So you will stop resonating with these readings. However, if you are currently at a stage where you still find it necessary to listen to readings, where you want to know what exactly is happening behind the scene, or when exactly are you going to see another person, or the pain is not going away, I understand. Don't be hard on yourself, because this also is a necessary stage. This I think all of us who go through divine, like these divine counterpart or divine uh, soul connections, we know that this happens, and the pain is so intense that you need answers. And how you deal with the situation depends a lot on where you're getting your answers from. Are you depending on your intuition, or you are completely depending or completely relying on an external source to get your information from? Because I've seen so many guides on YouTube who kind of make it a point to, I'm not saying there's anything wrong or right with it. In fact, no matter where you are, like no matter which stage you are at, even if you have not had your spiritual awakening, even if you are not on a spiritual path, basically we are all on a journey to ascension, right? So we are all on a journey to unite with God. So it really doesn't matter which stage you're at, and I hope you can find in your heart the compassion to, to be kind to everyone, no matter which stage they are at. Even if you're not able to, even if you feel that they are at a stage where you were at probably at another time, maybe years back, but you've crossed that level, and now it it makes you feel like they are at a lower level than you. Actually, these levels, once you understand, or once you get the grasp of unity consciousness, which basically has to happen before you come into union, especially in divine connections. Before you come into union, you will have to uh, get a grasp on unity consciousness, and understand unity consciousness, and how we are all one and the same manifestation of, like, we are one and same, and the manifestation of the same thing in different forms. This is something that you will have to be able to relate to before you come into union, because the dualistic worldview, dualistic perception, the duality point of view will collapse, will tend to dissolve at one point. So that being the case, if you are at a stage where you need to go to readings to find out what is going to happen next, and you are at this anxious stage where you have not completely surrendered, you cannot uh, stay calm, cannot bring yourself to a point where you can go within and trust yourself to know what the answers are, you need confirmation from an external source, that too is okay. Okay, but I always say this, that before you externalize us, like, your problem, and if you externalize a problem, like you think a problem is situated outside of you, then the solution will also seem to be outside of you. For example, if you think that the solution to your problem lies in you having a particular lifestyle change, or you following a certain lifestyle is the problem, then there are chances that the way you're thinking about your life, or the way you're trying to understand yourself, is from, again, a very pathologically, like, the pattern of thinking that you are uh, subscribing to has a chance, or risks being a pathological way of thinking, which is basically the conditioning that goes on in the matrix. So it may not be very different from the conditioning. If if your understanding of spirituality or living your best life is like following what has been given as guidelines by others, then you are simply, following a conditioning, but a different sort of conditioning. So find out the answers for yourself. A certain form of meditation that people say works wonders, you might not want to do that. A lot of people recommend mirror exercise, a lot of people recommend chakra healing. They're all basically aimed at the same thing. They're all basically aimed to transform you, to bring you to unity consciousness, to bring you closer to your own truth. These are all different paths to the same destination. So don't judge yourself, or don't externalize the problem and the solution to the extent that you think something else can cure you. You yourself can cure yourself, and you yourself can, you are all you need. So you basically try to love yourself, calm yourself down, see how you want to reach your destination, know why you are feeling a certain way. There is no rule book to take this journey of life. It is going to be your unique story, and you're gonna write it in your own unique way. Something that comes to my mind is Queen Elizabeth when she celebrated her platinum jubilee recently. She made a statement saying there is no rule book to being your queen for 70 years. I think she said something like that. So yeah, just like there is no rule book for being a queen, a reigning queen for 70 years, there is no rule book for anything, for being anyone, even to any union. There isn't. There are certain things that people can suggest you, but mostly I would say rely on your own intuition. That is something that people I think tend to undermine a lot. Like they tend to understand the journey of life through their mind, whereas it is a journey of spirit, it is the journey of soul. So you like let your soul do the talking sometimes, and listen to your soul sometimes. So this reading is basically inspired by that feeling in the collective energy, and I hope you appreciate that. My mom has been watching some of my videos, and she has been requesting me to make it short, to be precise, but that is something that I really struggle with, and I always tell her that I'll try to do 10 to 15 minutes videos, because she thinks that nobody is going to watch these long videos, but then she doesn't know we like detailed videos in the spiritual community, don't we? So let's see how long these this video is. Hopefully it will be less than 15 to 20 minutes for each group, but I'm gonna deliver everything that comes to me. I'm not gonna compromise on that. So I have 3 groups for you today. Select a card, pause the video whenever you want to, and select a card based on what you feel like, whichever one you feel the most drawn to. And let me introduce the card first. For group 1 you have Tree Agate, for group 2 you have Ruby, for group 3 you have Sapphire. So pause whenever you have to make the selection. I will see you at the click of your timestamp. Group 1. So if you chose the Tree Agate stone card, so welcome to your reading. Group 1, I have a few cards here that I'll explain later regarding the situation that you are in, and I am also going to read this card out first, because I tend to forget to read the card with group 1 like every time, so I'm gonna get it out of my way in the very beginning itself. So Tree Agate, are you a tree hugger or activist? Take the time to sit beneath a tree and connect with the qualities of its firmly planted roots, its ability to flex and bend in a storm, and its amazing power of growth. Remember your roots, yet always remember how much you can grow to how much you can grow to reach great heights. Okay. And the archangel message is Archangel Thuriel. I don't know how to say it. Okay, so if you know how to say it, then yeah, that's what you should have in mind. So the message is: the earth is my mother. I am one with all that is. I am connected with the sacred energy of the trees, plants, shrubs shrubs, vines, and smaller vegetation. I embrace the sunshine as well as the rain. I am in balance with all life. Great, beautiful card. So with the Tree Agate, what I can say is there is a connection with nature. This person could be a nature lover. You could be a nature lover. You might appreciate all forms of life. Obviously you appreciate all forms of life, or you both, this is something you will both have mirrored. Your appreciation and your interest in wildlife could be mirrored here. Your interest in nature could be mirrored. Maybe this person is more into nature and loves wildlife documentaries, loves to spend time in nature. Tree Agate is a card that helps you work around your arrogance and ego, thoughts stemming from ego and egoistic thought patterns. Yeah, so tree agate helps you work around heavy emotions and calms you down, helps you. It basically taking a nature walk. The effect that tree agate has on you is very similar to you taking a nature walk and just being in the presence of trees and flowers, all beings of nature. And it also helps you relate to the creation at large. It is an excellent stone to meditate and ground yourself. So, and also I'm attracted to something that was said in this card, which said that remember your roots, yet always remember how much you can grow to reach great heights. Take the time to sit beneath a tree and connect with the qualities of the firmly planted roots, its ability to flex and bend in a storm, and its amazing power of growth. So that makes me, the very stone makes me think that this person has been through something rough with you. You have been through something rough with this person. There was a chaotic situation in order to naturally heal which, you have both gone into separation. And the reason why I made the topic of this video the next time you see or interact with them is because I know sometimes the situation that separates two individuals in a relationship is so complicated, is so emotionally complicated that it takes a long time before they see each other again. Even if they do, the interaction may not be that much. So sometimes instead of seeing each other in person, they end up interacting. And if you have been in separation, if what you are going through is emotionally very intense, then you may be wondering how your next interaction, or what your next interaction is going to be like. What are they going to say, how are they going to say it, and a lot of reading between the lines. So that is exactly what I wanted to do. But the line here, its ability to flex and bend in a storm, in the sense that this relationship is not something that is, there was something that separated you. It could not have, honestly, the separation could not even have happened because of any particular reason, but just too intense. It was just too intense for you to deal with emotionally. It was like the energies that you were dealing with were so complicated for you to figure out or process on your own, that it became that much difficult to stay with each other and go through the process. So you had to separate in order to breathe. It could have just been that, because I don't see something so like intolerable happening that these two individuals will find it very difficult to come together. Yes, there are a lot of difficult cards. So I'm thinking that separation probably happened because, not because of a very bad cheating or heartbreak episode. It happened because of intense emotional energy that was hard to process. It could have also been so that after separating from you, that the person that you're asking about probably thought that they could date others, and they were actively looking for other partners. It could also be so that you thought if they are dating others, then you should also be able to do it, or you were the first one to want to like you were the first one to move on. You were the first one to show interest in others. And eventually I think you both will realize that it's fruitless, and we will go into the reasons why. But here, the ability to flex and blend in a storm is like, this relationship is no, like there is no storm strong enough to cut this relationship from the roots. This relationship is so strongly rooted in its foundation at a soul level. like the first card that you're starting with is Six of Cups, and even when Tree Agate came out, it was literally vibrating with energy. So I just realized that this connection has got to do something with it being as relaxing, like even if something complicated and something heavy happens between you two, the essence, the elemental essence of this connection is organic, like anything as naturally available in nature. Okay, like anything as, like it's like basically it is your natural. When you guys are together, you are in your natural element and you come together very seamlessly. So that's the nature of this connection. And the next time you interact with them, are you going to see them in person? It's possible that you see them in person, but if you don't, then this could be it is going to be a very brief encounter. It could also be an exchange that you have over social media. It could be an interaction. Yeah, it could be an interaction that you have over chat. Okay, so it could also be back and forth story exchange, or you know, like status. You put up a WhatsApp status and they put up a hot WhatsApp status. So it could be back and forth energetic exchange like that. 1 second. Yeah, so group one, it could also be an energetic exchange that you're having with a person instead of active interaction. But even if it's an active interaction, this is how it will go. Okay, so Six of Cups, you are going to remind that person of how the warmth of this connection, like basically there is a form of, like there's a sense of security, an emotional security that this person feels with you. The moment I think you text them, or the moment they see you, the first energy they feel coming from you is, hey, hi. Like, you know, it's like no matter what they have been through because of you, or whatever, no matter what you have been through because of them, the moment you see each other, or the moment the text comes in from you, or they text you, it's like that moment is hearts. Okay, so that is going to be the first gush of feelings that you have. Then you have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Just after you feel excited and you feel that like love bubble bursting in your heart, you're going to realize that you cannot be too expressive. Sorry, they are going to realize, and I think you are also going to realize that they are feeling this, because you will be able to understand their energy very well. But anyway, they are going to realize that first of all, this feeling of like this bursting of hearts, like bursting of a big heart into lots of small hearts, will be mutual. Then this person is going to realize that they cannot be expressive about their feelings, and they have to hold back, and they will not, like, even though I think when they meet you, the thing that they would, if your relationship has reached that stage, or this is a feeling that you feel but might not have ever expressed, is I love you. Like the feeling that they feel just after realizing that it's you, and you know they are now interacting with you, or you have said something, or you know the messages come, or they've met you. The next feeling is going to be like, uh, I love you, I missed you. But they're not going to say it, and they'd be like, oh my god, I have to like suppress this. I have to pretend like nothing has happened. What if I end up saying something like this? And they're completely going to withdraw. Okay, then there is Ten of Cups in the reverse. At the back of their mind, there will be flashes of the sense of fulfillment they have felt only with you, and that is also the in withdrawal. Like they are going to withhold that emotion or that expression from you. Then Ten of Cups in the reverse is going to remind them of all the happy moments, that you know how happy they are, which they cannot express, how much they have imagined this moment coming true, and it finally has, and their heart is beating really really fast. No wonder it's the cups card. I mean, it's not 10 of pentacles, it's 10 of cups. So it has a lot to do with emotions. So them feeling all kinds of emotions is like the best thing that they could have expected, but it's in the reverse. So they are like, they cannot let you see it. They cannot let you have their 10 of cups. Their 10 of cups is like they're keeping it close to them. Like their 10 of cups is being protected like the 4 of pentacles. It's like, no, none of your business. It's just, it's mine. Okay, I you have no business knowing that this is the way I'm feeling. And there is this interesting imagery here where they are having a family, like perfect family moment, and here you have 3 people witnessing it. It's like, it could, I don't know, if it is a, like, I was going to say it at some point, I would have said it, like, if it is a third party situation, this is not the reading that you should be knowing it from. But if you already know about there being another person, then it could be so. Otherwise it could also be a friend. It's like in their head they saw this moment, although this is a family moment. Here we are talking about the interaction in their head. Whenever they thought of this interaction, or you texting, or you coming together, they always felt like their higher self was witnessing this scene from a distance, and like their soul was present there with looking over this um, overseeing this like this situation. And while it was unfolding, they were at, like, in a spiritual capacity present there to witness it. That is exactly how they'd be feeling, like it is happening now, it's the moment. And it's like they had a future vision of this, and now they are getting a first hand look into what is happening. So it's a very very happy moment, which they are not going to express to you. In fact, they are going to come across as somebody who is totally committed to their abundance, totally committed to their work, and they're going to put up a very practical front where things are they are gearing up to provide for their family, for the next level up in their material success. And they have got it all together. There is nothing to worry about. They are going to come across as very stable. You have the Queen of Coins, which is the Queen of Pentacles upright. So they're going to come across as very very stable, somebody who's just in a space in their life where they feel like there is nothing missing. They are absolutely happy, and in fact the stage that they have reached, a lot of other people could be jealous of them and just think, oh my god, really, they are at the stage. And by just with the energy that they give you in this interaction, in this meeting, you might end up questioning your own interpretation of their energy. Like, you might feel like, I sense the Knight of Cups in reverse, I sense this 10 of Cups in reverse. Was it an illusion? Was it an illusion of mine? They are going to come across as so practical, so stable, so put together, but they are going to end up expressing that first joy, that first feeling of, hey, it's you, that they are going to probably express, and you are also going to express. But then things are going to take a little bit often, of an off turn, and you both are going to become very non-expressive about your feelings. So 6 of Cups is going to be 6 of Cups is clarified by the 6 of Wands. So the moment this expression of hey is expressed, there is also, this seems to be a spiritually guided connection, because whenever I see a bird, I always think of it as spirit. So it's like spirit overseeing the connection. So that being clarified by the 6 of Wands, it's like the moment this expression happens, there is going to be an internal yay. It will feel like a moment of victory. Like, if you manifest a text from this person, or this person manifests a text from you, whoever is texting the other person is going to be like, yay, like I won, something like that. Like, this is what I was waiting for. So that will be a victory moment. Okay. Or getting an expression out of you, this person will feel like, if this person can sense something like some joy, and I think you will be very willing, like even this person is going to be willing to let you have a look at the level of excitement, the first level of excitement they are going to be give to you willingly, and you will also give to them willingly. But it is at a just after this you both become cautious, and you both become very stingy about your feelings, and you don't want to reveal, and you're scared, and you're treading very carefully. But the first high, the first excitement is something that you both are very mutually like mutually you have no problem sharing it. I mean, you want them to know, and they also want you to know that you make them excited, and that is going to be a victory moment, that is going to be, that this victory moment is also going to be noticeable by you, that there is probably a sense of yay, and this sense of yay will be mirrored in you, because the Six of Cups, the reason I say this will be mirrored is because not only because like we have two people here, is because six is a number of balance. Okay, so whenever I see six, whether it's Six of Cups or Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, it's like it is not this that this person got victory in vacuum. The other people also recognize their victory, so you're going to recognize their victory. And since it's a Six of Cups being clarified by Six of Wands, they are also going to recognize that victory of yay in you. But the reason that they are going to withhold after that is, and not express their feelings, and not bring you that cup, even though the cup is there, they want to, it's that energetically, or in an imaginary land, or in their imagination, they are bringing you that cup, but in physical reality you don't have their cup. Or the reason they give you for not giving you, or not handing over that cup to you, is because of the Three of Swords moment that they had with you. Something very painful that happened, which they will be reminded of instantly. Just after this exchange, they will be reminded of this exchange. Sorry, the just after this exchange, they'll be reminded of this incident where they were hurt, and there was somebody in the background, somebody that they know, like they this person is still in the shadows and have not come out in the open. So the apology has not happened, and the healing has not happened. This person has still not gotten over this incident, like the very exchange of why did you do this, and the backstabbing that happened, the healing has not happened here, the communication has not happened here about this three of swords situation. If you have been actively a part of this situation, or this is something that you have consciously caused, then I would advise that you start on healing yourself. Once you heal yourself, your energy and your vibration rises, this person will be able to feel it, and their own healing will also begin. Their own healing will also begin. So you have to first start the healing process within yourself. The Ten of Cups in the reverse clarified by Ace of Swords, even though they are not expressing it, the truth of it, there is no doubt in their heart, like in their mind, about how fulfilled you make them feel, and the kind of happiness they feel for you, because this interaction is going to, the background theme of this interaction, which you are not going to be privy to, the background score which you're not going to hear, is oh, just before I was doing this reading, I actually was humming a tune, now that I think of it, and I was thinking which group is gonna remind me of this tune. So it was it's like the very first group itself, Tree Agate. No wonder just before doing your reading I was humming this tune. So the tune is from this movie. um the track is called Wisdom, but the movie is called, one second, A True Year. What is the name of the movie? I really want to tell you the name of the movie so that you listen to the track. Oh, why? What is the. One second. I am going to give you the name. So please hold on. A Good Year. I think the name of the movie is A Good Year. Yes. Yes, Russell Crowe. So yeah, the movie features Russell Crowe, and the name of the movie is A Good Year, and the name of the track is, I think, Wisdom. So it is a beautiful, beautiful music. I recommend that after like watching this reading, you go and listen to the track. So that is going to be the track in the like the background score of your first, like your next interaction, your next meeting. But and they are going to know it with the, even if they are not going to express it, even if the expression doesn't happen, it will be like the truth of it will be established, and you will in some capacity also be able to understand that that is the truth. The truth is the 10 of cups, which you are not being able to have. And how you are going to understand this, the 10 of cups, they are going to realize and not express it. And the way you are going to understand it is that the 10 of cups are everything that I want, because they are going to be so non-expressive after expressing this initial excitement to you. They are going to become so, because the next cards we have is 3 of swords and Ace of Swords. They are going to become so stoic suddenly, and Ace of Swords is also a very like stoic card. Like they are going to be so strongly, they're coming, they the thing that they'll put out, suddenly their mood is going to change, and they're going to be so uh, clear about the 10 of cups being in the reverse, of them not having this with you. And they will also, their energy will also deny the possibility of 10 of cups ever being there. And they will come across as some, as very straightforward and very harsh to the point, like, yeah, okay, yeah, let's go then, bye, take care. And Queen of Coins is being clarified by the Queen of Cups, where the emotions that they feel towards you, they're there, but they are also like very much covering it. They know like what to express and what not to express. So the Queen of Coins is actually the Queen of Cups, which does not get the spotlight. Okay. And the expression that they like, the Queen of Coins, if you open the bodysuit of the Queen of Coins, you'd probably find the Queen of Cups. Okay, that is the kind of feeling I'm getting. And another interpretation could be, they could be with another person. This could be, the Queen of Coins could be the person that they are in a stable relationship with. And if that is so, if there is a third party, they will understand that they like the fulfillment and everything that they want with you, or they want with this Queen of Coins, is with you, and they cannot be honest about it. Where they are seeking their 10 of cups, their 10 of cups actually doesn't lie there. The 10 of cups lies somewhere else. And they are going to think about this Queen of Coins as this, as their partner, and they are going to know that although stability and everything, security lies with them, this person, and conventionally this is the person that, because they are in a stable relationship with this person, like if they are, so they will not be hiding this, because Queen of Coins upright is not somebody you hide. They are going to be honest, and they are going to be uh, like they're going to at some level be proud and flaunt their partner as well. They would know that this is like the partner that they have, it's like a stable relationship, a relationship that is good for them. But they will also know that their heart lies with someone else. There will be a Queen of Cups, which has a lot to, this has a lot to do with stability. This has a lot to do with emotions, what they feel with their heart. So they will realize that there are two people in this situation, and this Queen of Cups is somebody who has their heart as well. So that will be the choice open to them. But if it's not like that, if they are not in a relationship with another person, then they will realize that a lot of things, like no matter, I mean, what kind of Queen of Coins they are chasing, or what their understanding of Queen of Coins is, it is the Queen of Cups that, like, even if they appear as the Queen of Coins, they are actually the Queen of Cups for you. And feeling emotionally like feeling very strong emotions but not expressing it. And also, if they are actively looking for somebody to settle with, and distancing themselves from you, thinking that they don't need you, they can they will find someone else and they'll be happy with someone else. They're going to realize that no matter what sort of Queen of Coins they're looking for, actually the Queen of Cups, which is you, is the person in their heart. And the back of the deck energy is Nine of Swords, and the then beneath that we have a King of Cups. So there is a lot of anxiety about you being the counterpart. So if this is a third party situation, the anxiety is them realizing that the counterpart, yeah, Ace of Coins, the counterpart to this, like their counterpart, actual counterpart, energetic, emotional counterpart is you. Okay, not the person that they are with. That thing is going to be at the back of their mind as well. So, and also, just because it is at the back of their mind, it does not mean that they are going to, oh my god, we have the Two of Cups. Yeah, so just because it is at the back of their mind doesn't mean that they are going to act on it immediately. Sometimes it takes us a very, very long time before we act on a realization. Know that. Like sometimes we can sit with the feelings for months, even years before we act on it. So that is what I'm getting for you, group one. Now a few cards here. Split the bill. They are going to come across as like, two friends having a good time, where they are not going to show you the emotions and not going to split the bill. Is basically when you're like, let's go Dutch, and you take accountability for your action, I take accountability for mine. The energy is very chill. Then they are not going to express what they feel. The true expression is not going to come. It's going to be chill. Bed sheet. So they are gonna look for ways actively to hide how they feel. Okay, they are gonna, like, every time they feel something, they'd be like, how do I mask this? They'll be like quickly pulling a bedsheet over their face and be like, yeah, let me mask this. Spectacles. So the moment they see you, they're gonna want to take a very good look at you. Or the moment they text you, they they will immediately be very focused. And or your text comes in, the moment the text comes in, they're going to be very focused and very attentive, like, yeah, what, yeah, you will have their undivided attention. Painting. They are going to appreciate everything, every little did I just say little? Yeah, that's very funny. Every little detail of the conversation, like, you will like, no matter what you say, even if you're like, yeah, so okay, so I was thinking, and then the pauses you'll take and the break that you'll take, and if you're texting, then if you respond after like 10 minutes, they're going to pay attention to every detail. They're going to appreciate every detail. They're going to be like, okay, so before they sent this, okay, they actually took a 10 minutes break, and in that 10 minutes break, what could they be thinking? Obviously it was not an easy thought for, like, it was not easy for them to send just an okay. So this is, they probably gave a very good thought to the okay, and this is how they would be analyzing and reading between the lines. Knife. They are going to be, you have knife and then you have the Ace of Swords. They're going to be very straightforward and cutthroat about a few things which are going to hurt you, which are going to cut through like an, yeah, cut through like a knife. It will basically be sharp, and they'll know that they're hurting you, and they'll do it intentionally in order to express the hurt that they feel within. Okay, they'll say some sharp things, and they'll also jump. And okay, so the interaction is going to be brief. The interaction is going to be like whoop, like whoop, and then swoosh, like that. So it's going to be like it has that jump sort of energy, like, yeah, happens very quickly, but every detail is noticed. So, but the energy being so intense, I don't think they are. And if they meet you, they're going to only talk to you for like a few seconds or a minute, and then hi, yeah, like that. And but that interaction is going to be like this. So this interaction, I don't think is going to be like a very properly seated affair where you talk to each other and discuss things for a long time. That is not what it is like. Okay, so that is your reading, group one. See you in another reading sometime. Oh, it's 43 minutes. See, I can't do short readings. It's not for me. Anyway, so see you in another reading sometime soon, group one. If you like want to talk about your situation, then feel free to comment. Take care. Group 2. So if you had chosen the card or the stone ruby, then welcome to your reading. Uh, Group 2, first time the card came through for you, Ruby, I felt like all the cards had very intense energy and was vibrating with the energy, but was vibrating with very intense energy. So I knew that the reading is going to be very interesting, and it's something that I was probably destined to do, and so many people coming to the reading will be destined to find it, right? So the card ruby, oh sorry, the stone ruby talks about, for the first time I think I saw it today, it the words that came to my mind was power. No, first word was passion and then power. It is interesting that ruby um, is also is a popular stone in used in engagement rings, and you literally have a card that I made for myself, like a deck that I made for myself. You literally have the card engagement ring there. So before you take it to mean something very serious, let me tell you that it could be interpreted in many ways. And so if you are not in at that stage where you can expect this person to propose or find an engagement ring for you, then there is no reason to think that this is not your reading, so you click off. No, there are many ways to interpret that particular card, but I should have just let you know. Yeah, I should have just I had to let you know that that card is there, and ruby is also popular stone in engagement rings. Another thing is that ruby promotes self-care in the person wearing the stone. It also, because you see, if you don't love yourself, you would not be capable, like you're not capable of loving someone else. And it also lets you see your own power, your own truth, and who you are, so that you meet your partner at the level of your partner, or you meet them as an equal. So ruby is a very powerful stone like that. So it promotes understanding of one's own power and one's own truth. So that being the card for your group, one thing that comes to my mind is that there is a lot of reflection going on. uh, there's a lot of reflection on inner strength of both the individuals, what makes them who they are, finding themselves. The empress is in the reverse, so obviously the party does not feel like they are in their power. Okay, and I'll just read the card, so to get it out of the way, because I then sometimes forget to read the card, and then the reading ends, and then I end up making a minute or two extra clip added to the end of that group, that hey group 1 or hey group 2, I forgot to read your card. So yeah, ruby, do you need to add a little pizzas to your life? Have you been feeling tired lately? It is time to take steps to improve your endurance and overall health. It get your energy centers recharged and renew your passion for living a vibrant life. Passion, see. Archangel Ariel, vital life force flows vibrantly through me. I'm strong and healthy. I'm grateful for my energetic passion for life. I'm self motivated to be productive. I'm abundant. I'm safe. Yeah, so as I was saying, this card, this card being your card. Where? There's a phone vibrating, ringing. Wait a second. Also, before I forget to tell you, wait a second, yeah, so group 2. Before I forget to tell you, I had to pause your reading quite some time there. So the two cards that I got here and I put them back in the deck was public transport and surprise visit. So you could meet this person like face to face. Yours might not be an interaction on social media. One reason I made this, the next time you see slash interact with the person, is because I understand often the kind of separation we have with people makes it impossible, or makes it kind of difficult for us to see that person in person. And often we before we see them, we end up interacting with them. So the next time you see them, then that those readings usually do not make sense, or you have to interpret, or you have to make those readings fit into that interpretation, that what will happen energetically the next time we interact. So I wanted to keep this open for people who might not meet for a long time and would only interact with the person next time, and they want to know how that interaction will be, or what that energy, what the energy of that interaction is like, because what sort of interaction they are manifesting, right, based on the energy that they are at. If their vibration rises and if the energy changes, then if they change, then this energy will also change depending on the energy or the level of consciousness they are at. This is the kind of interaction or meeting that they are manifesting. So it is definitely passionate, and like I said, that I also got a call during a reading, which usually does not happen. So I could usually when I'm doing a reading, I look into what all happens when I'm doing the reading and how I'm feeling. So I think I can make that assumption that you would be meeting them in person in a very, you will be surprised when you meet this person, or this person will also be surprised when you see them. It is going to be like a surprise visit, public transport, that sort of a feel, right? So we got that out of the way, and the card is out of the way. Let's get into the reading. The Empress in the reverse. There is a lot of sadness associated with not being in touch with you, honestly. You not being there, Empress, or something happened which makes it now impossible for you to be their Empress, or them to be the Empress, or them you to create. Empress is a very fertile energy. It has something to do with creativity. It has something to do with being able to birth something into reality. So the fact that this situation, or this whatever has happened between the two of you, has taken away the potential for the potential for this relationship to be the fertile grounds in which something fruitful could be created, is hurting them. I think they saw, or they wanted to see the Empress in you, or maybe they do see you as the Empress, but whatever has happened has made them realize that this realization is late, and this realization is not going to bear fruit. This realization is not going to lead to anything. Okay, they have lost their Empress, or their Empress is out of reach, is a feeling that I get from this, because there's a very sad energy associated with the Empress being reversed. Like, obviously there's an Empress in the situation, and the Empress is perceivably unavailable. Okay, then there is Knight of Coins upright. Knight of Coins upright. Before I got this card, I also got the Knight of Swords upright, which I was not sure if it wanted to come through, or it was like it was a fluke. So I basically put the card back in the deck again. And this person is, I think, going to like weigh what they tell you and what they withhold from you, because they are going to I did a lot of that. Like, I got something and there was like, nah, I don't think it was trying to come through, and then I ended up mentioning it anyway. So before I did Knight of Coins, I think Knight of Swords wanted to come through, but I put that back in the deck. So what I can make out from that is, this person wanted to say something, but this person wanted to come towards you with the, like, in a very speedy manner, with like, they wanted to be like hi, but they end up saying like hi, like, they end up not showing, or they end up not approaching you with the intensity that they intended to. They kind of dial down the speed. They wanted to come come at you full force, but they end up slowing their pace and then approaching you in a more in a more practical manner, where you don't look at them as somebody who has a very flaky, unstable sort of energy, where they are just saying this in the heat of the moment and they actually don't mean it. I think you consider this person to be extremely immature for you, and this person knows that. That's why they are constantly judging themselves and being very particular about what they say, what they don't say, so that you don't end up judging them, or they end up coming across as mature, appropriate to you. So a Knight of Coins is giving me something like that, where they might want to text you a lot, but they might end up texting you very less, or their response might come after a long time. Yeah, if you are interacting with this person might just, get a text, know what to say, tell you, but might not respond. They might see the text and not respond. They might take forever to respond, even though they see it immediately, because they want to come across as somebody who's busy doing something else. Page of Wands, they are extremely excited, but this excitement it does not get transformed into a night. This excitement is at the level of Page. There's a childlike excitement when they interact with you. There is pain. I remember, I should not be saying this, but when I did group once reading, there the first energy of the interaction started with a very happy hello, like happy hi, like hi, like that. And your energy is like starts with a very sad, heavy feeling, because the Empress is in the reverse. There is a feeling of the Empress not being available for to this person, or available for this relationship, for this connection. So that being the case, there is a bit of sadness that this relationship is starting, like this interaction or this meeting is starting with. Even though Ruby is there, it's a very passionate connection. I think this person feels very passionately for you. Okay, there's a lot of ungrounded energy, ungrounded passion in this relationship, where this person does not know how to act. You see, the Page of Wands is literally dancing. So there's a childlike enthusiasm when they get your text, or when they know what to say to you. The interaction makes them very happy, very very happy. They want to dance, they want to jump out of joy. But somehow I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up, because that excitement is happening, and if you are in their presence, then you might see them being very excited, very happy, like exhibiting a childlike enthusiasm. But if you are interacting with them, I don't know how much of this happy energy you might get. A very happy response from them. Like, you would again realize that this like they have not matured, or they have not, you would talk to them and you're like, oh my god, they're still sometimes in divine connections, as it happens, like when the divine feminine interacts with the divine masculine, and the divine masculine still gives kind of immature responses, and the divine feminine is like, oh my god, this person. By the way, divine masculine, divine feminine is like not does not go to reflect the gender of these people. I mean, it's like gender could be anything. So you could be like any gender, but resonate with one of these labels. So so yeah, so divine masculine might give these kiddish responses and immature responses, because the divine feminine goes through her awakening first, and matures first in the connection. So then the divine feminine feels like, oh my god, this person has still not had their awakening, or still have not mature. So there will be an energy like that, but they would not be like, they would not come at you with this energy. This will be the energy of their late response, that they will respond respond late, or try to respond in a very stable. If you meet them, they would try to be very like, they would try to give very, very deep thought to whatever you're saying, and respond with a pause and reflection. But what they will say is very childlike. Okay, they might take a long time to, like, you might ask them how they felt about a movie that they watched recently. They might pause and then consider it a lot in their head, and then say something like something very mature, I don't know. Like, if they might say something like, it's a it's a it's a great movie. I mean, given an option, I watched it twice already. Given an option, I'll watch it again. And then you're like, what? That movie is not that. I mean, that movie is just an action movie, and you already watched it twice, and now you're gonna watch it again. And the pause this person took in order to reflect on their answer might have given you an impression that this person is going to say something very profound about this movie, but they end up saying something like that. I mean, that's the energy that they have, right? And then once this interaction happens, and you give the kind of reaction that I said, like you recognize them as the page, not the knight, not the king, not the queen, nothing. You recognize as them, they recognize them as the page. They will again have that tower moment, and they will realize like the pain that of the separation will come. Suddenly they will, the realization will hit them that they are not in your life for a reason, and they are yet, they are not, like they're not yet in that place where they can claim the empress to be upright, where they can claim you as their partner. And suddenly it will hit them, and it might also, you might also end up having this a little bit of an argument here, that you're still not mature enough. I thought that you've grown up, but you've not. I feel so sad. I feel so I don't know, I feel so protective of this person. Like I wish, I mean, I don't know what your situation is, but I feel like protecting this person. Like this person has such an innocent energy. I don't know what this person has done. If they have done something to cause this Five of Swords, and then again I don't see Seven of Swords and a Seven of Swords sort of thing to you, where they broke your heart in a way where you felt like you could never recover from it. You would know your situation better. I don't know, like I can't see that from here, but whatever the situation is, you know better. And I'm not saying that I support something like that. All I'm saying is this Page of Wands makes me gives me that energy where the childlike energy, where they don't know the implications of their actions, or they don't know why you are calling them a child, or why you're telling them that they are not mature enough to be with you, why the empress is in reverse. They don't understand. So they will, again, you will have an interaction where you guys will again discuss how you cannot be together, and then they will ask you to be, at least be friends with them. The energy that I was getting from this reading is that they are very passionate about you. They feel for you a lot. They think about you a lot, and all they want, they are really feeling the pangs of separation, and all they want from you is to accept them as your friend, and then accept them in your life. Like they would want to be in your life in some capacity. They would want to be friends with you in some capacity. So they're like, you have this, the moment you start arguing, the moment you start discussing why you can't be together, you end up saying something like, see, this is why we are not together, this is what I was talking about, this is why it doesn't work out, or something like that. Or they just sense the tower, or whatever. The discussion, whatever is going to happen, is going to address something which needs to go, which needs to be shedded in order for this relationship to become something stable. This thing needs to be discussed and attacked, and gotten rid of or transformed something, because tower only attacks that something which is founded upon shaky foundation, right? So yeah, and the moment you have a fallout, they are going to say, let's at least meet up, let's at least get together, because you have the Three of Cups beneath the tower. At least talk to me, at least be friends. Fine, I'm not mature enough. Fine, we are not, like, we can't be in a relationship at this moment, but doesn't mean that we don't have to talk, like we cannot talk to each other. Let's talk. The back of the deck energy is Five of Swords, where this person feels sad because of all the arguments that you have had. The argument that you will have will also make them sad. The energy of this interaction is going to be argumentative, and a lot of things are going to be said which you probably don't, you probably wish that you didn't say, or wish were not exchanged. But you will have memories of those things, and you might also discuss those things said here. If this is your group 2, and you're not, like, one way of understanding whether or not you have picked the right group is that you have an argumentative relationship with this person. The relationship with this person is not very, the connection is not very smooth. Okay, there is a lot of Five of Swords energy in this connection, and then beneath that there is Seven of Cups. This person constantly thinks about the many ways in which they could ask you to go out with them, or they daydream about you, in the sense that if this happened, or if I went to this place with this person, what happened? What would have happened if I went to that place with group 2? What would have happened? And they think of all these scenarios in their head. Okay, and it makes them very, very sad that they keep thinking about you, and yet they can't access you in person. And the Empress in the reverse, you left them. They feel like justice, like whatever you did was just, like they deserve it. They would never tell you that the way you're treating them is not deserved. It's well deserved. There is a very, everything said and done. I don't know what this person has done to cause separation in this connection. This connection is definitely in separation, but not in very strong separation. Like you, I think I feel like you talk from time to time, and there is also this desire group to you. If there's a romantic connection, chances are that it is, this person might also desire to marry you. Okay, and now I understand why the engagement ring thing is coming out. This is a person who wants to marry you, but you don't feel like this person is ready. And there is something about this connection which, like, the energy level of the two partners here is not balanced. One is more mature, one is more spiritually like spiritually one of them have one of them has spiritually progressed quite a lot, and then another has not spiritually awakened at all. So this is the energy, and I think it will take some time for, or it will take some balancing for these two people to come together. Okay, justice, they would realize that whatever you the unavailability of their empress is for a reason, and justice has been, divine justice has been served, and they should get their act together. And there is like, there is a deadline. I mean, this empress, I mean, whoever is watching this video is of an age, or the circumstances is such that they might get married, or might go into another relationship. So they don't have forever to get their act together. They have to act on it, and they have to act fast. They have to, like, balance the scales fast. They know that. Now, Knight of Coins, clarified by the Hermit. I don't know why I felt like I had seen the death here. I don't know why. So this is even the King of Swords energy becoming the Knight of Coins, like Knight of Pentacles. That energy where they wanted to respond to you very fast. They wanted to say something very fast, but they pause and reflect and introspect is the Hermit. I had not seen the card, but I just felt the energy. Wow. Yeah, so they basically they introspect, and then they go within and then think about it, and then give an answer. You will feel that it is a change. It is a change that has come recently. They were earlier, they were not like this. Earlier they would say anything that comes to their mind. But the Hermit, the pause that they take in order to go within and reflect and introspect, is the transformation that they have undergone. Okay, and they now, when they say something, maybe it is not up to your standard of maturity, or your level of consciousness, or your level of understanding, but yet they are trying, and it will be like evident to you that they are trying. Okay, they are sitting with their thoughts longer than they used to. Yeah, so the pause that they are taking is result of reflection, them going into the hermit mode, brief hermit modes. And again, it could not, like, it might not be so that this is happening when you are interacting, uh, but even if you now only talk to this person over, like, chat over like you message each other on Instagram, you will see that they are taking a long time to respond, and they are thinking about what they are saying. There's a lot of reflection going on. Okay, that energy of being like, their energy is like very passionate, very like driven. They're like, yeah, they're in Knight of Swords becoming Knight of Coins. And I just felt like this was death and not the Hermit. So there's been a transformation there. Okay, Page of Wands, Three of Coins. Every time, like, they're like, whatever they say, Three of Coins is shown in a very different manner here. Actually, it's the Three of Pentacles, which talks about community and, coming together, collaboration and stuff like that. So working together. So and whenever I see Three of Pentacles in the traditional tarot, so I feel like it's just one person trying to impress others, or in a group of friends, one person is putting up, like, giving a speech, or putting up, like, is basically giving a speech, or is giving is performing something, or giving a performance to impress others. And here it's also like this person is performing, and these two feel like spirit guides watching them go. So when this person gives you those childish, immature replies, they they pretty much do it like, they are on stage having a good time. Like they want you to laugh, and in some capacity you also end up laughing. I mean, their immaturity irritates you, and yet you end up finding it cute, or you're like, my god, I can't even hate this person, I can't even be angry with this person. Okay, so that's the page of wands being clarified by three of coins. And uh, there is a friendly vibe to that. There is a vibe, like their responses have a vibe which keep the communication going. Like they say something, and then the fight usually happens after you respond to what they say. The fight, they usually don't have, like, they don't, and it's not them fighting. The fight is because they cannot understand you, or they don't understand where you are coming from. It's like, I feel like you are a little more sensitive, and you are very expressive about your emotions, and they are not. They cannot pick up the more intricate nuances, and that's why there is a disconnect. So even after the tower and the three of cups, there will be page of coins and six of swords. So there is an attempt to move to calmer waters. The moment you have a fight in the interaction, or throughout your interaction, I feel like these interaction will not happen once, like in one go, but in segments. And as you interact with this person, you will feel this person like pushing that envelope of peace, and just being like, okay, I'm sorry, can we now not fight, can we please not fight now, or can we stop talking about that, can we talk about something nice. That energy this interaction is going to have. Now let's talk about your cards. Water dam, they are going to, my god, this person, there's a very sad energy to it. This person misses you a lot, and they're going to hold back a lot of emotions. Okay, water dam, it's like holds water, so they're going to hold a lot of emotion inside of them. If it breaks, then they're going to end up crying. I mean, if they start expressing themselves, you'll have tears. From my dreams, this is like every time. From my dreams, seven of cups, then engagement ring. They dream about you being their empress, and you are somebody from their dreams. They are saying like they are everything that you want. If they get you as their empress, if they get to make you the wife or the husband, they are going to feel like, they're living a life from their dreams. And engagement ring and from my dreams, it's like they might even talk about how they have even selected, they just know the kind of engagement ring they want for you, and it could be so that it has a ruby in it. So they might even tell you something like that I have always thought of giving my wife or giving my husband a kind of engagement, like this kind of engagement ring and everything. And from my dreams, you're gonna like know that this person dreams about you a lot, and we'll talk about a lot of things which are taken from their dreams. They'll be like, not like literally night dreams, but daydreams, like, this is what I dream about, this is what we will do, this is where we will go. We'll talk about a lot of things like that. Late night snack, talking to you is not healthy for them, they feel, because they end up fighting, and they go into this argumentative and very sorrowful mood. It is not a nice feeling completely. It's not that, it does not have that six of swords sort of energy where they feel a lot of, they feel emotionally secure. In fact, they feel like they feel judged, and they feel like they're corrected. And even even if it's done in their highest good, they feel kind of intimidated, and they feel a little out of place. They feel like they have to tread carefully, yet they enjoy talking to you. There is not a lot of stability they feel there. There's a lot of there's not a lot of emotional security they feel with you when interacting with you, but yet they enjoy talking to you. There is something about this, like unhealthy but tasty, like that sort of a thing. And when they need you, they need you. It's like it's a like when they feel like talking to you, they just feel like talking. That's why ruby passion is coming through. It's like when they need to talk to you, they might just text you. It's like a person whom you don't have to wait for, wait to ping you. This person pings you on their own, I feel. And that's why you sometimes feel like, I wish this person becomes a little mature, or grows up, or learns to keep their emotions. But I think this person is still not expressing how, this person is not good at expressing their emotions. That's why water dam has come through. They are not still not expressing how they feel. They feel emotionally they're in, like their feelings are pretty heavy, but they are not able to express it. Magical pond, when they talk to you, they don't understand what is going to come out. Like, are you going to be nice? I mean, there's a chance that you could be nice, there's a chance that you could be rude, there's a chance that you could be emotional, or they might get a little bit of love confession out of you. So it's like a magical pond, god knows what will come out. So that is how they view this thing and this interaction. Night dress, so basically it's like, so the last card being night dress, it says that just before they go to sleep, they feel like talking to you. Just talking to you puts them in a mood to sleep. You know how in certain relationships we think about, no, not in certain relationship, I think before we go to bed, before we go to sleep, we love to think about our partners. It just it's comforting. It gives us that sense of comfort, that love feeling, which makes going to sleep easier and slipping into the world of sleep easier for us. I mean, that's the feeling that they have towards you. They might want to, they might, if they don't text you before going to sleep, they might think of you before going to sleep. That gives them comfort, that puts them in a mood to sleep. They might also have passionate thoughts about you when they go to sleep or before going to sleep. Okay, so that would be the reading for you, group 2. If you want to talk to me about the situation, do leave a comment. Otherwise, see you in another reading sometime soon. Take care. Group 3. So if you had selected the sapphire stone or card, then this is your reading. Let's read the card first, okay? Um, are you feeling confused? Are you in search of wisdom and deeper spiritual insight? Engage in illuminating activities such as meditation, contemplation, and reflection to better understand the true nature of reality. Pray. Allow for spiritual truths to be revealed. And the archangel message is Archangel Michael. I am blessed with deep understanding. I have a clear view of the truth. I am grateful that I have mental clarity. My spiritual life is full. I love to share my blessings with others. I have great poise and grace. So the sapphire stone is something, it's very interesting in the sense that when I got the card, I got no message, but just the fact that I am dealing with a connection which is not ordinary. And going deeper into the cards and then looking at the cards, I realized that I could be dealing with a divine connection. Okay, sapphire is often used in engagement rings, especially Princess Diana's ring had blue sapphire, and then Kate Middleton, uh, which, you know, Duchess of Cambridge, Catherine Duchess of Cambridge uses the same ring as Diana, and it has blue sapphire, right? So it could be, and since Prince William, looking at Prince William and Kate Middleton's relationship, there is an element of duty. Like this reading brings in that element of two people coming together because of some divine mission, divine duty. There's a sense of duty to their role in this relationship, or and who they are meant to be separately and also together when they come into union. This is in separation, this connection is in separation, and they're coming together. Their union depends a lot on them understanding the role that they are supposed to play in this world. Okay, and this stone sapphire works on third eye and throat chakra. So it basically makes you responsible, like activates a feeling and understanding within you that you are responsible for your thoughts and feelings. So you start being accountable for how you are feeling instead of placing the blame on someone else. So it kind of promotes that self reflection, that inner growth, where you are able to understand that the way you're feeling is because of something which has got to do with you and not the other person. That sort of spiritual understanding sapphire promotes. Another thing that is said in our culture, like I have often heard about this stone, is that this stone either suits you or it doesn't suit you. Okay, sapphire is a very strong stone which, if it doesn't suit you, has very strong side effects, and if it suits you, then it can do wonders for you. So that being the case, I would say that the nature of this connection is such that it can make or break you, depending on the energy that you are in. If you Because the energy of the nature of this connection is so intense, so powerful, that if you do something out of place, like a little bit here and there, and you could end up hurting each other a lot. You might not even have an idea about how much you're hurting each other, or the impact that you have on each other, when you do little things which you might find, like, which you might consider to be unimportant, in the sense that you walk into a room and your person ignores you, or looks at you and then looks away, and then is shows no interest in you. Your person might be shielding their emotions, or not making themselves vulnerable in front of you, and you might have a feeling that this person cares about you entering the room but is not showing it. But the fact that they ignored it and never looked at you will break you to the point that you might walk out of the room thinking that you want to leave the country, or you never want to face this person again, to the extent that you want to move to another country, right? That is the impact. Like, it is not an equal and opposite reaction. So that is the Sapphire effect. Like, if they hurt you so much that it's unthinkable, and if they make you happy, they make you so happy that it's unthinkable. So that intense energy is still there. That's why you are in separation, to balance that energy, so that you understand how the kind of impact. Otherwise, you would end up hurting, or you would end up doing things to each other which you are not even careful about, right? Because you think that it's nothing, but it impacts the other person in a way that you cannot imagine. That's why it makes me feel like it's probably a divine counterpart sort of connection. And the sapphire stone, this connection will also illuminate you uh, to a deeper understanding about your own spiritual truth, and a deeper understanding of reality, a spiritual understanding of reality. So the next interaction, Knight of Swords, is going to happen very fast, and this person is going to come in to say something very quickly, but it's going to be I think it's going to be something to do with their work, or you might say something. The interaction will be very fleeting, will be very quick, and will have a like ripping a bandit sort of effect. Okay, Knight of Swords. They will rush in to say something. It will likely be about work, where they are discussing their. You might even when you meet each other, or when you interact, you might even interact. To congratulate them on something, on a success that they have had, or something, some development in their work, because you have Eight of Coins and the King of Coins. Them working so hard, giving them the King of Coins sort of recognition, stabilizing their foundation and giving them a stronger foundation to stand on, making them more grounded in the material reality, in the uh, worldly reality, securing their position as one of the successful, as one of these successful candidates in their profession, something to do with that. And there will probably be a fleeting thing, or they might even ask you something like they might even ask you to, like, maybe they are selling a product, and I ask you to review. You might tell them that it's a wonderful product, I used it, and or it's a wonderful service, I availed it and it was great. And they might tell you that, could you do a review for that, could you quickly review that on my page, or something like that. So it is a congratulatory something, where they have worked so hard, you recognize it, they understand that it is a labor of their it is a fruit of their labor, and they are enjoying it. And that is what the interaction is all about. Temperance being here, even with all this materialistic interaction, there is a divine sort of feel to this connection. That's what this connection is. In the background, there's a very divine sort of, like, if there's a music going on in this. Oh my god, I never noticed it. You see, there these butterflies look like hearts, little hearts. So even with the King of Coins, who's not so much into their emotions, but pretty much a marriage material. Although this sounds horrible, marriage material. I mean, what is a marriage material, and what is not a marriage material? But the thing is that it is looked upon as something like that, something very stable, and the foundation is so strong that you could get into a very solid commitment like marriage with them. But there are like little hearts, little feelings that are going through. I mean, even with all this professional outlook and formalistic sort of exchange, little emotions are there, okay? Reminds me of this Indian ad, beta man mein laddu futa. Okay, it's like a chocolate ad where little balls of chocolate were compared to an Indian treat, and like each chocolate ball was compared with the burst of an Indian treat or something like that. So it's a very like hard bursting into. If you got attracted to pile one as well, I would not be surprised, because there also I mentioned something like this, like a big heart bursting into little hearts. Those little hearts are present here. And here there is no big heart bursting into little hearts, but this little hearts, like knowing that there are feelings in the background even though nobody's showing it. And it also becomes very hard for you to perceive. You see the king of coins is magnified, these little butterflies are there, so by blurry in the background I almost missed it. I never saw it before today. So every time I do a reading with a card, it's like different aspects of the card and the visuals come in front of me. What happened to this card? Yeah, so they may be, instead of talking to you, they may be like, they could also be so involved with their work, like they may be doing some work while texting you or while talking to you. You would realize that you'd feel like they're not completely invested in talking to you, but that's not the case. The thing is, the investment that they have in this connection is felt at a soul level. They might not express it at a physical level, okay? And that's the temperance. They will feel like this interaction is happening in divine timing, or there's a, or this interaction is not, it's not those one of those exchanges that is happening just like that, like, hey, hi, have bite, everything fine, yeah, good, everything in fine at your end. It's not one of those interactions. Even if it's an interaction like that, you will understand that there is a divine sort of mission at play. And okay, that would be clear from this interaction. And how this will be felt is, I'll tell you how. Let's look at the cards that are clarifying these cards. So Knight of Swords, they will come in to say something which will feel like injustice to you, because it will not, be what you felt like would come. Something very, very light, very fleeting would be mentioned, like, thank you, thank you so much, or really nice hearing from you, I hope you're doing well, something like that, which would feel like injustice. You feel like you deserved a lot, to hear a lot more. You deserved a lot more than just one sentence of hi, this that, but you won't get it. And that is the justice in the reverse. Eight of coins. So they have worked really hard and taken inspired action, and this hard work will, knowing how hard they have worked behind the thing that you're congratulating them for, or this entire interaction is happening for, you will be inspired to take an action. You will be like, you cannot contain within yourself this feeling that you have to say something to them, or they deserve a congratulatory message from you. That is what I mean. There's some work scene will be happening here which will inspire you. You will see their tears, you'll see their sweat, and then and their blood go into something, and that will inspire you to, you know have this conversation. Like, that will just, you will be like, you would not be able to contain this feeling of talking to them, or just congratulating them, and you'll just have a talk with them. Okay, this is the interaction, this is the nature of the interaction. They are going to feel like they have worked very hard, and that's why you are talking to them. Like, you basically got in touch with them, you are interacting with them just simply because of work. They will not be able to perceive this thing in the background of how you, like, what you feel for them is love more than professional appreciation. What you feel for them is love that will be clouded by how passionate this whole affair of their professional achievement or professional milestone might be. King of Coins, so focused on their work, and kind of not, these hearts being in the background, not coming in focus, will feel like Ten of Swords to you, will feel like they don't care about you at all. You will feel like, oh my god, they just care about their abundance and what they have achieved, and everything that they are, and all the limelight and the attention that they're getting, the fame, the name, the money. everything and not me, and that will feel like 10 of swords. You feel like I will never talk to this person again, or I should remove myself from this person's life. It's like this person is drowning, this person wants to drown, and there is a, okay, so they, this imagery, there is a person drowning with a 10 of swords, and then there is a person who is not trying to save them. Okay, not trying to save them. This person caused this, so you will feel like they know how much this is hurting you, and they are not doing anything to, they are not saying a little bit more to make the situation better for you. This is what the last interaction will feel like. Sorry, the next sorry, the next interaction will feel like. And king of coins, even if you see them, it will be like this. Okay, and the moon coming together with the 10 of swords, there will be a lot of unspoken emotion. So you will, king of swords clarified by the 10 of, sorry, king of coins clarified by the 10 of swords and the moon. Obviously these feelings will not be revealed, and it will be like your energetic body will go through this, while your body will stand there, or your body will be communicating with them in a very professional formalistic manner. But your energy body will be having this moment where they are drowning, and you will feel like they are causing it. They know this, or even if they are not causing it, they're not doing anything to help you, they're letting you drown. That feeling will be there. Temperance clarified by the 9 of cups in the reverse. The divine connection, which is supposed to give you your 9 of cups, is not being able to deliver the 9 of cups. In fact, what it delivers is the 10 of swords, only promising you, giving you a vision of 9 of cups at the distance, a wish fulfillment or ultimate happiness somewhere in the distance, which does not come through. The promise is this, but it never, but instead of, like, this only appears in promise, this only appears in vision, this is like, yeah, cups. So it only appears somewhere in the distance as a vision, as a wish, but it never comes true in reality. In reality, it ends up only, like, you only end up praying for it, you only end up feeling it, but that that does not get manifested in reality. Overall, this connection is going to feel very burdensome, like 10 of wands, like a lot of burden, like a lot of pain to carry, a lot of wands to carry. You're almost like, see, the skull is being cracked open with all these wands coming out of it. So it will feel like like you're not even, you won't even feel alive to feel the pain. You'll feel like, now if you're hurting me, now the burden that I'm carrying is not a person carrying it, it's a dead person carrying it. That is how dead I feel with pain. And yet you are somehow carrying this burden. Okay, two of swords, it's the confusion whether or not you should express it to the person, or whether or not what you feel, the little hearts, the confusion that you have of them, there being a side to this person that they are not expressing, is real. Of this 9 of cups ever coming, 6 of wands, yeah, 9 of cups ever becoming, the 9 of cups reverse ever becoming 9 of cups upright. That is the confusion you will feel. Okay, um next interaction, again, stone reflecting natural environment. There are certain looking into the cards that I made now. Okay, so there are sometimes stones that are found in certain environment that are completely of the color of the natural environment. If you find it in a green like green stream, there will be completely green rocks. If you find it in a blue stream, there will be blue. So it reflects the color of the natural environment. So this person will feel like they have an element, there's an element of you in them and an element of them in you. That's why I said it's a divine connection, I feel like. um so this could be also be a high level soulmate sort of a thing, where they feel like everything that they are is kind of being reflected in you in some capacity. They can see themselves in you. Okay, or you in them. That sort of mirroring is there. And in this interaction, the pain will be yours, but they will have, they will walk they will walk out of the situation with a very, with a very satisfying feeling in their heart, thinking that they got to speak to you. The pain, however, will be felt by you. They might understand that you're feeling this pain, but again, they might, they are also capable of feeling your pain or how you're feeling in their skin, and they will know that you probably want something more, but they would not be able to deliver it. They would not be able to deliver it. They'll be like, at this moment, what more do I say? Like, they want to say a lot more, but they don't know what to say. So that sort of dynamic is going on here. Double jeopardy. You will feel like this treatment that they are giving you, you will feel like they have already given you this treatment, and now they are just going on repeating this formalistic professional sort of treatment that they have already given you. You feel like they should give you something more this time, but you deserve something more, but they end up giving you only this feeling that they have, this treatment that they have already given you. You are not their colleague, you're not their friend, you're something more than that. And this treatment, this friendly treatment that is being offered to you, feels like double jeopardy, like a punishment that you've already received once and now you're receiving again. Luxury goods. It feels like even though this connection, like this interaction that you have is not going to give you everything that you desire, is not going to be that heart to heart, but it is still going to feel like a privilege. It is still going to feel like something that doesn't come about every day. Maybe you interact, or you meet this person. If you meet this person face to face, maybe you interact very less, like very less, like you don't talk to each other that much, or you have not communicated your feelings to each other till now. Okay, even if there has been a communication about your feelings, it's like very minimal. It's not too much, not very expressive about how you feel. It's luxury goods. Closet. A lot of feelings in the closet. I mean, that there's too much. This person only displays what they have put out in display. There's a lot in the, like at the back, which you cannot see, which they have probably safely kept somewhere, and you don't see it. They just display the much that they're willing to display. Okay, it's up to them. And there's a lot of unrevealed things in this connection. Know this. Jail. Sometimes the situation that you are in, where you want to break free and you want to express more than you are expressing, or more than you're getting an opportunity to express, makes you feel like you are trapped in a jail, like you're jailed, you're in a cage, you cannot be who you are. This connection is good. I keep calling this interaction connection. Yeah, so this interaction is going to feel like, have that jail like essence to it. This connection has this essence, and this interaction that you're gonna have next is gonna bring that out. Silver in the reverse. But actually, I don't take reversals in this like deck. I basically read them like that. But silver being in the reverse, it's like it's a valuable thing. I mean, even though this interaction is like very little compared to what you want and what you expect. You want temperance, you are probably getting what do I say? You want temperance and you're getting page of cups. Even though, even that sort of like the highest you would expect, or your expectation is temperance, but the highest thing that you get out of this connection is page of cups. That thing is there. So but still, it's the silver, it's a lot. Still it's very valuable to you. Magical pond. You don't know what you're gonna interact, like what you are gonna get with this person. You might interact with them, and uh, they might give you a very emotional response, or they might give you a very stoic response, or they might be very inexpressive. They might not respond to you only, they might leave you at scene. They might give you a very heartfelt response. They might sometimes end up typing a longer message than you expected. So it's like a magical pond. You don't know what is going to come out of this interaction with this person, like what is going to come out when you interact with this person. And it is going to have that magical pond element to it, in the sense that there will be element to this interaction which you would not have expected, and you would be like, oh my god, like it will either be happy element or sad element, or you in introspect you will realize that those weren't things that you had expected, right? So I'll end your reading here, group 3. It was great doing this reading for you. If you want to, or if this reading resonates with you, you can check out my other readings on the channel. If you want to talk to me about your situation, then leave a comment. See you some other time. And thank you for spending your time with me and sharing your energy with me. Take care.